Hey guys, it's lovely to have your company back here on my Crafter's Companion YouTube channel. I hope you are well, and depending on what day you are watching this, I hope you're having a lovely week or maybe a lovely weekend. Now, we'll just say apologies for the curtains at the side there, but when I am filming this, it is very, very, very bright and you could hardly see anything. It's not often I tend to film these during the day, well maybe a few lately during the day. It's usually at night time, but yes, that's why the curtain's looking a little bit ski-whiff there at the side. Now, for those that continue to subscribe to my Crafter's Companion YouTube channel, thank you very much. For those that give me the likes, the thumbs up, thank you very much. And for those, of course, that hit the bell notification, thank you very much as well. I like to have a little play, a little dabble when it comes to Crafter's Companion products, sometimes old, sometimes new, sometimes we're just cross pollinating. Yeah, when it comes to social content that you'll maybe see, and this is something that I'm going to be doing today. Now, when it comes to this tutorial here, what we're going to do is we're going to do little name placement settings for the table. Now, we're going to do them kind of themed for Thanksgiving, but you'll be able to change it for any occasion that you so wish. Now, what I am going to be using is the Thanksgiving collection. Now, within the Thanksgiving collection, you got these, but you also got these as well. And that's exactly what we're going to be using here. The Grateful and Blessed die set, and then the 6x6 paper pad. So I'm going to be using those ones. But then because it's the name placements, what I've done is I've just gone into Microsoft Word. You can, of course, die cut using your alphabet dies if you want to, but I have just come along and just printed out these 4 names. Now, within this tutorial, all that I'm going to do is just do one of them. That's Blue Lucasade, by the way, in case you're wondering. I am just going to be doing one of them, but within social content, you might see 1, you might see 3, you might see all 4 popping up, but I've just gone in and printed these ones out onto A5 within Microsoft Word. Now, when it comes to the actual name placement, kind of a really nice size is about 2x4. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our white cardstock, we're going to cut it to 4x4 and then score in half. Then, of course, that's going to be a good start for our name placements. So let's go in with our white cardstock, and then I'm going to just take my card and let's cut 4 of these to 4x4. So we've got 4x4, and then we're going to do the same with this one here. So let's put that in, and then let's pop that in there. So I've got my 4 panels now that are 4x4. Now I can, of course, score them onto my guillotine, but I do find I get a nice sharper crease line when it comes to my Score Master or any of our scoreboards. So we're going to go at the side, score at 2 inches, and then there is a lovely size for the name placement. We're going to do a little feature within the actual pumpkin, but we've got, for now, 1 of these. Tell you what, just while I'm here, although I'm not going to necessarily be creating them all, let's score all of these anyway. May as well do them while here. And then let's take the last one, and then we're going to score lightly and a few times. That's what I like to do. So let's go in, score fold, burnish as well to give us that nice crisp clean fold. So let's focus on one of them, and let's go in with our printed names here. Now I want to get these quite close. You can, of course, use your nesting dies if you want, but in case you don't have nesting dies, then what we're going to do is we're just going to roughly guess for the time being. So what I'm going to do, you'll find on your guillotine you have got that, it's kind of like a plastic lip that sticks out maybe about 1/4 of an inch, 1/2 an inch. So visually I'm going to line the last point of the G, I'm going to pop that in line. Now just do this as a starter because it gives me a nice even matting layer all the way around, and it's using other features within our guillotine. And then let's go in and do the same. So that's at the bottom of the G, so that makes it nice and even all the way around. But we can see they're left with a little bit of space, certainly top and bottom, that I don't really need. So I'm going to make that just a little bit thinner. And in actual fact, I'm not. I want to make that a little bit wider. So I've got another one here, thankfully, I printed out. And because, the reason I'm doing this is because that's elongated, we're going to have a lot of space at the side. And I don't necessarily want that. So let's get it to a top and bottom. I'm just going to do little and often here. So let's do what I've done before. So that part of the finger guard that sticks up, this plastic piece, I'm going to do it so it's running parallel to the top of the C for now. I think that's nice and even. And then let the edge of the finger guard, I'm going to pop to the end of the G, and same with here, finger guard, the end. You can see that visually there, what I mean by the edge of the finger guard. So let's go back and have a look. So we're on the right track. I like the depth, but let's, what's that? So that's actually 3 1/4. So let's take 1/4 of an inch, and then 1/4 of an inch here. Just take a teeny little bit off here, and then we're going to have a little look. So we're on the right track. I'm going to take a little bit more off, and a little bit more. And what I'm doing here is by eye. Visually, I'm looking at what looks quite nice and spacious, because remember, we're going to have our pattern paper. A little slither off there. And at this point, this is when you can use one of your rectangle nesting dies. Yeah, I'm happy with that. For now, anyway. May change it again, but happy with that. Let's go in with, please say I've got, yeah. So wait, see, I might not have any of this one left, but I do. Now, keeping it really, really simple. So because that panel is 2x4, I'm going to do just a little slither under 2 inch, little slither under 4 inch. Let's go on there. So I need to do a little bit more of a slither. So let's actually come to 1 3/4, and I'm going to the left hand side of that score line notch, and then let's go to 3 3/4, and I'm going to the left hand side of that notch, and then happy with that, happy with that, and then we can have our little pumpkin on the top there. So while we're here, let's just cut these, may as well. So 3, I can't even remember what I said now. Yeah, 3 3/4, and then we're going to go 1 3/4, 1 3/4, and then 1 3/4. So I've now got my other, well, 4 in total. So that'll be there, and that'll be there. Yep, perfect. So tell you what, while we are here, I may as well just cut these two. So that lip of the finger guard, that raised part of the finger guard, I'm going back and lining it up to the top part of the script, the name. And then I'm just going to roughly have a look and see. So that is roughly about, so where the grids end, way in there, the deboss grids end, that's roughly where the end of the G. So let's cut that. And then cut that. So is that roughly going to be not bad at all, which will look good too. That was a pretty good guess, wasn't it? Well, not guess, but alignment, let's say. So that can go there. There's Ben and Ben, and then let's do two Debbies. As I say, while we're here, let's do them. So let's align and lift. And visually, I'm going to go the end of the deboss grids to the end of the E. And obviously we do need to come down a bit because Debbie's name is longer. So roughly round about a quarter of an inch. Let's have a look. It's just because visually I want them to be roughly round about the same size. You can have them longer if you want, shorter if you want. It's just for me, visually, as I say, I do want them to be along the same size. A little slither, and then a little slither. So I'm always doing little and often. There we go. Perfect. Now I've got a little mark there, but I don't have my eraser to hand. So is this little adhesive? Yeah, that's perfect. It's going to take it off. So we've now got these ones here. So let's actually trim that a little bit smaller. So that's fine. So the width are the same. Let's use Ben's width there. So a little slither off of Debbie's. There we go. The depth is fine. Mine's teeny little bit. And I know I can be a little bit pernickety and stuff like that, so you don't have to worry too much if they're not the same size. It's just I do. I like them to all work together, so that's fine. So the depth of these ones are all the same. And then let's have a look. So Debbie. So me, I need to do a little bit of trimming. I must have a little bit of stickiness or something at the top of my guillotine. Let's turn that around. Let's have a look. Spot on, spot on. So they're all the same length, they're all the same width. And now we've got those ones. Let's bring in lovely Debbie R. Do the same. Trim. Oh, absolutely spot on. Spot on to the roughly about 2.5. Says me, who was, it's a little bit short, typical. Let's bring in that spare one. Can't remember what I was going to say there. Totally gone out my head. I was about to say something. Yes, that's what it was. Says me, who was only going to do the one. And now look at me. I have, so far, other than a teeny little slither, that's pretty much bang on as well. There we go. Perfect. All perfect lengths, all perfect widths as well. So that's fine, I can move all that out the way. I'm not going to be doing any mats and layers for them. They're going to go direct onto my actual name placements. There's that one, that one, that one, and then that one. So that's those. So there are those ones. And then if we bring in our dies here, so I'm going to bring that. So what I could do is 1, 2, 3. Do I have a different one? Don't think so. So we shall repeat one of them. Actually, do you know what? I could do something like that. Something like that with Debbie's. Right, so if we go in with these ones, so let's cut them all out, because then we will colour them afterwards. Actually, no, we won't colour them. We will take cardstock. So, autumn cardstock. Joys of this being done in real time, eh? Go hunting for it. So I've got a selection here because I do want, of course, pumpkin. Might be a little bit too bright. Vintage, Halloween. Might be good for that one. So there's that one. So we've got 2 there. That might be good for the foliage part for Debbie's. Let's keep that out for now. And let's pop that one back in, because I want to keep these very, very simple, straightforward. Festive and fall, past character box. They were absolutely perfect. Perfecto. Purple? No, not purple. Orange. Exactly what I want. Maybe a bit too dark for green. Yep. So, happy with that. Let's have a look and see. Nah. And then not really any purples there. Why do I keep saying purples? Oranges. Oranges, right. So, let's move them out the way. So this one, you know something, I might use all three pumpkin colours. That one, that one, that one, and then this one here. So let me take my tape, let's tape that down, there and there, and then let's run these through. Now what I am going to do, or what I'm not going to do, is that run them through with the embossing mat, because I'm going to do that myself. So let's take that out here. So I'm just going to go in, and I've just got a small embossing tool, and then I'm just going to push these through, and then there we go. It could be that one. Then let's take the next one, and once again let's pop these through. That just saves, you know, you can run them through with the embossing mat, but I think by doing it this way as well, you get a little bit more extra depth detail, because we're pushing it through ourselves. There you go, look at that. There's that one. If I bring that one in, look at the detail and the depth that you've got by pushing it through yourself. Let's go for this next one. And you don't need an additional embossing mat, you don't need a soft surface or anything like that, because you're just pushing through the grids. There you go, get that one, there's that. And then this one doesn't really need it. I might actually do pumpkin for Debbie. But at least this is from that one set, like so. So let's bring these out. Now, other than the pumpkin, what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep these flat. So even the name I'm going to keep flat. Bring this one in. Just using my glue. You can use your tape runner, of course, and where possible I shall link what I've used. But what I was saying earlier on about using these for any theme, then you can easily do that. You can repeat exactly what I've done, but just with Christmas papers and Christmas die cuts. So centralising all of this. So that was white card cut to 4x4 and then scored in half. So we've now got a 4x2, essentially 4x2 little card front, but we've now got the ability to use it as a name placement. Those, there's that. Work our way around. You could adapt this for weddings, of course. You could adapt it for birthdays, anniversaries, colour theme it for whatever the table is, whatever the colour is of the decor. And then you you'd be able to bring them out year after year. That's if it's like Christmas or something like that. Obviously if it's something such as a wedding, you're not going to be bringing it out year after year. Or you might actually bring the special ones out for maybe a little anniversary get together meal. So let's go in there. So that's those, and then if I bring in my foam pads, here we go. I'll just use my good old trusty 5mm by 5mm. I'm going to come in here, and then actually I'm not. Let me go in with just going with these. I was about to say 7. They're 7 by 7 mils. That is millimeters, but they're about 4mm in depth. So I don't want to go right to the top because it's going to be hanging over the edge. And then let me take that and give that another burnish. Pop that within the middle. I'm not adding any gems or pearls. We are keeping it very, very simple. No additional embellishments, which you can, of course. Add these in. You can add colour. You can do whatever you like. Let me add one more into there. There we go. So we've got Craig, we've got Ben. Let's bring in Debbie's. Let's bring that in to here. And although I've enhanced that emboss with the embossed lines, you could go through with some ink and enhance them even more with some of your inks. There we go. There's Debbie. And then actually that's quite nice. I won't need foam pads for Debbie's. Yeah. No, I was thinking, will I add foam pads? But no, I won't. Let's keep that as it is. So it's just really this top part here where my finger is that I don't need glue. So let's add our glue into there. So let's turn that on around. Like so. Like that. I wonder if, tell you what we can do, let's take that little one and let's bring in that colour there. Let's run that one through. I'll just do it through my mini for now. And then what I'll do is I'll do what I done a moment ago, and that is push the detail out. Let me just press that down, turn that around, give that a press, lift that out. Push through, and you can do your own inky cardstock if you want, and then die cut that. So if I bring that in, there we go, let's pop that one there, that there. There we go. Let's just give that also a burnish. And then there we go. Some name placements, really simple. So that was white card, 4x4 scored in the middle to make 4x2. We've then just done a little bit of trimming when it comes to the 6x6 paper pad from the Thanksgiving paper pad. I'd already then printed out the actual names that we've got here, printed them out, chopped them down with a guillotine, and then just used the pumpkins, die cut them, pushed out the embossed detail, and now we've got all of these created from that set and that set there. There we go. So I do hope that's hopefully maybe giving you a little bit of added inspiration. That could be a topper on a card instead, or maybe on the top of a cracker if you want. It's entirely up to yourself, and then you can start to use it for other themes throughout the year. So there we go. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. Let me know in the comments below what you think of it, and I will endeavour to actually link as much as I possibly can. Okay, till the next time, toodles.